Hello, this is Apocrypha from Apoc Industries, and welcome to day 43 of Nightfall. I just recorded day 43, but forgot to hit record. So, what we did was set up oil cracking, and I'm going to be honest, it was a little bit complicated. So what I did was I grabbed a blueprint of it, so that I can just run down and slap together, because we really need to get rolling on some other things. So what we need is a bunch of chemical plants and other odds and ends and a lot of pipes. This is not going to be enough underground pipes to stockpile ever. We also need more circuits and gears. And let's go dump our stone down here. Okay. How many of these do we have? 10, and we're going to make 5 more refineries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what do we need for these? More steel, more pipes. Get steel and pipes. Not a problem. 5 of those. And mostly it's just going to be pipes that we run into problems with. Also, we have no pumps, so we'll make sure that we are able to build more pumps. So we're going to need a lot of pumps. Okay. And I do apologize because it's going to take away some of the explanation for what we're doing. But what I'll do is I'll explain the cracking process and how we have our circuit conditions set up as we go through with our bots and get this all set up. The other thing that we do need to do is stick a pump in here. Where's my pumps? I haven't started making them yet. We're going to stick a pump in here so that the petroleum is going to get pumped all the way out. And we need to update this to say full tanks only, because otherwise we are having issues. And we are selected on our bots, so I'm just going to run up here to get all this stuff queued up. The other thing that we do need is water, which we're going to run down and grab as well. From this lake down to the south. All right. Means we also need offshore pump. Right. We probably still don't have enough underground pipes, do we? Although, maybe most of them are actually, you know, in place now. Like, I would put a pump here, but I don't have electricity nearby, so I can't be bothered. Okay, so we have water coming in now. We could, however, put pumps here. Let's do that. Pumps. Pump. Pump. There we go. And we still have a little bit more to build over here. It looks like we are out of undergrounds. There we go. Okay, so our cracking is up and running. The extra refineries are up and running. We are actually getting some petroleum gas that's flowing out through here. Great. So we are now at where we were at the end of the day after I spent the entire day sorting out this pipe spaghetti here. So let's take a look at our supply tanks. We can see that this light is hooked up to the tank directly through these things here to color the light. That's only connected to the single tank, which says whether our oil is high or low, sorry, the fluid is high or low, based on only what is in this single fluid container here. Our pumps work a little bit differently. They work based on our total amount of stored, which we say if we have more than a full tank of light oil, we want to be cracking. So we pump up to where we crack the oil, and we're actually going to want to set up more of these, I think, because I want it to happen faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, sure. And our heavy oil cracking isn't really happening because we don't have that much heavy oil. It's mostly getting turned into lubricant. Eventually, we should start seeing our light oil drop. Let's also just make sure that we have this set up to be only if we have more than a full tank as well. And this also only if we have more than half a tank. It's fine. I think that's alright. And the petroleum one we don't really ever want to do, but there. Okay. So we do still have solid fuel being made. Let's grab 4 of these. Go. Oh, we're going to go through all of our undergrounds? No, not quite. Excellent. Alright, so now we've got a whole whack of cracking going on. Which, is it putting a dent in our light oil? It is. A tiny little dent. I feel like we should have... No, we don't want to have pumps there. Never mind. We do want to have a pump on the outbound here, though. Which we do. Oh my goodness! I panicked because there was a train moving. How quickly is this filling up? Not very quickly. And one of the problems that we have is that we have 2 facilities which are currently looking for oil. And they... Well... As soon as this becomes available, watch what happens. So this became available, and both trains came for it, but one of them left because there was only enough oil for the one train, and that's pretty bad. I'm not sure what to do about that, to be honest. It looks like it takes a little bit less time for the plastic train to get here than it does for the sulfuric acid petroleum train to get there. So it's like until stuff gets backlogged in terms of plastic, then I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. What would really be nice is if we had more petroleum gas coming in. These are all working as hard as they can, though. Everything's all full. These are all full. Maybe all that we need is more refining. We could just set up more refineries. Maybe that's what we need to do. We don't want to be making a bunch of pipes, though. So we're going to stop by Bootstrap, pick up some pipes, make some more refineries, and see if we can get this petroleum gas flowing so that it can actually take care of more than one train at once. The other thing would be, well, how can we get it so that the trains will actually stand in line instead of just looping back around? And I don't know. I don't know. Like, the trains, if they want to leave here, they totally can. I don't know. I don't have a good solution to that. I might have to do some research into what to do in that situation. In the meantime, though, we are going to grab some more pipes. And we are going to build some more refineries, and we're going to grab some more steel. And we're going to... maybe we'll be fine with just those 5 for now. At some point, our production should outstrip our ability to crack it. Theoretically. I do need to get the rest of the battery set up, though. At some point. Very nervous now that we're not actually recording, but we are. We did a good job. Whoops, where's my cursor? Oh my goodness. That's all we used to accidentally stop recording. Okay, and we are going through a bunch of crude now. Our light oil is decreasing. Our petroleum gas is slowly filling up. I want it to fill up less slowly and more fastly. Alright. I'm gonna toss down another one of these blueprints here. Now that we don't have the these for it, but we can make those. And we're gonna grab this. Go 1, 2, 3. Wait. 3, 4, 5. And this is still getting fluids, so that's great. These are all getting fluids, so that's great. Our cracking is now starting to turn off because we're running out of light oil. We do still want this to kind of take precedence, though. Whoa, hey! Hey! So maybe what we'll do is have a slight preference to make solid fuel if we can. I don't know. Point is, we're just not getting a lot of petroleum gas. Doesn't even seem like very much is coming through here. Why not? We're pumping into here. That's going out into here. That's going to fill up all this junk over here. This is turned off, though. Maybe there's just not enough pressure in these pipes. Let's try taking out one of these storage tanks. See if that helps. Oh no! That's super bad. That is super duper bad. Okay, emergency. We are going to make more power. Alright. We were not prepared for how much electricity this was going to take. Wow. Maybe that's the problem. Yikes. Okay, let's go plan this out. This is going to be right here. And this is gonna go over here. And this will be like that. The water is going to come from here. This is going to need a second pump. This doesn't need to be there. Don't have another pump, so we're going to make one. You are going to be a little bit awkward. That's okay. We're going to grab some pipes. We're going to grab some gears. We're going to grab a crap load of iron. Because we need to make a bunch of stuff. We have furnaces somewhere, I feel like. There they are. Okay, let's go grab our furnaces, because I think we need those to make boilers. So we also need more gears. I'm missing for these. Oh my goodness. This is a bad situation to be in. Okay, so we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4. Make those. Probably need more iron. Always need more iron. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. We need another thingamajigger, which we got. We're getting attacked, and we kind of don't care right now. I'm glad that we caught this when we did. Grab some landfill. We do need some burner inserters. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And our bots are going to be going into overtime just a sec here. So let's get this set up first. Where'd that landfill go? Okay. You are gonna go here. That. And go bots go. Okay, and this will double our power production, which will be good. should be more than enough fuel to take care of that. There we go. That's better. Okay, and our petroleum is filling up. Why is this station opening up? Oh, I want to disconnect it from these boxes too. And that poor train still can't get anything. Can't even get a sip. I'm going to delete one of these as well. Okay. Power is now taken care of for now. Oof. Okay, that was a bit of an emergency. Well, that didn't happen yesterday. Well, it probably did. We didn't notice. So, hey, progress. So we're going to pop over to plastic. And we are going to remove maybe both those extra holding tanks. I think that's what we'll do. An awful lot of buffer that it does not need. And we can replace all of that with pumps. Or pipes, rather. You not have any undergrounds now? Oh my goodness. I hope this works. Okay. I hope that petroleum actually went somewhere useful. In any event, we now only have the single train there. What plastic are we stockpiling? Enough. Okay, our plastic looks like it's not being consumed quite so much anymore, which means that this is probably all stabilized. So that's good. Now we see that this is actually going to not stockpile quite as much, which is good, which means that we should probably do the same thing in our sulfur. Which we already did. we already foresaw that as a problem, and we took care of it preemptively. Great. So, where were we here? We need water, and these are going to be outputting sulfur onto a belt, which is going to go up and around, and down, and over. Oh, it's a race again. Looks like this is starting to fill up a lot more. Oh, I also want to take out the fact that this thing is hooked up to these tanks. That's silly. Green wire. No! That's not what I meant to do at all. Alright, so now it's only like just this tank that's on there. That's better. Where are you? Interesting. Pulling out more solid fuels, okay though? And those lights popping out, it's just because it's morning, right? Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, they sure peaked, huh? Okay. I didn't realize that those refineries took so much power. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. How are you doing for stockpiling, though? Oh, good. Finally, our other train is going to get some petroleum gas. Yes, you are. Excellent. Now that is a good place to end the day, I think. Because you're going to get filled up. And you're going to deliver that over here and then fall asleep because there's not more available. Well, this has turned into an interesting day anyway. So we've doubled our power output, which is going to start heavily consuming this solid fuel that we're putting in here. But I mean, it is what it is. I just hope that our production of solid fuel can keep up with it. Hopefully it will. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But in any event, we have petroleum flowing. Our crude oil is now emptying because of all this junk that's here. Oh boy. We'll probably get rid of all of these tanks as well, because they are not helping anybody. If we do this, do they like stop accepting fluids? I don't think so. Well, anyway. Problem for another time. Thank you for joining me properly for day 43 of Nightfall, and I will catch you tomorrow.